The objective of this lesson is to be able to use the date and the date value formulas in Excel and understand the differences. So let's start with the first one, which is the date formula. The date formula, what it will allow you to do is to create a date in a cell in Excel based on a year, a month, and a day. And this is useful because sometimes when you have your data, you get the months in one cell, the day in one cell, the year in one cell, and you don't have an aggregate date for it, and you want to use a date. So you can use the date formula. Let's try it out on an example. Here I have 2021, 2, and 23. So I'm going to write equal date. Then I select my year as the first parameter, comma, I select my months as the second parameter, comma, I select the day as a third parameter. And then I press enter after closing the parenthesis, and I get a date. How do I know that this is a date? If you go to home and you click on this comma, the date will be transformed into a number. And in Excel, dates are numbers. So I'm going to do Ctrl Z to get it back. Now the next one is a date value. The date value is useful when you get a text. So it looks like a date, but it's not a date. It's a text actually. And sometimes you download this from systems and you have problems because this is stored as a text and then you cannot do any manipulation on this date. So as an example, I have here a text. How do I know that this is not a date? Again, I go to home, I press on the comma button, and as you can see, nothing happens here. So it's not a number. So I'm going to use the date value here. I'm going to do date value. I select the text and then I do this. As you can see, I get a number. I can format this number by going into home, clicking on this arrow, and then I go to number, and then I can select a date, for example, this date. And as you can see, I transform this text into a date.